So when I grew my first plant, okay, I had sown a corn seed. Okay, I had never seen. I'm a typical urban child, grown in Bombay. I've never visited a farm before in my life. So when I grew this corn, I didn't know how a corn tree is going to look like. So I sowed a seed, and I looked after it, and it was growing nicely. And then, the first thing that happens is the flowers, the fluorescence of that corn which comes. So it had these tiny little brown things, and I'm wondering, I had sown a corn, how come I'm getting wheat? Because it looked like wheat. Okay, so I thought I have grown, how come wheat has come? I've sown a corn. And finally, after a few days, I see between those two leaves a small pocket-like thing and a corn emerging. Okay, and it's so beautiful to understand how your food actually grows, how it looks, how it feels.
Then somewhere down the line, I had to organize some kind of a workshop for my son's school group with another mother, and she was interested in gardening and I was interested in reducing my carbon footprint and protecting the environment. And in the meantime, I had read about city farming and I had read about Preeti, and it was all there in the background. So I got in touch with Preeti because I wanted them to do a workshop on these two things together.
So as we started growing our food, we started learning how to use that food in a more healthy manner. So how do we use food which is unprocessed? How do you eat local, seasonal, okay, as per the seasons? Seasonal food is what Mother Nature meant for you to eat at that point of time. Okay, what are the vitamins and minerals that you need at that point of time to combat the heat, to combat the cold, that kind. So it was a growth in many areas. So a very, very learning experience. And this learning never stops really. It's every year there's a new learning.
This is our farm, ULBNAC, terrace farm on SPIT terrace. Today we will be dealing with the soil that has been donated with us. This soil is coming from one of our ex-volunteers who had his own rooftop food forest. Now that building is undergoing redevelopment, so that had to be dismantled, and he's donated this precious Amrit Mitti to us. But the soil has been lying, idle for some time, so we have to deal with it, remove the plastic and trash, and then maybe crush it and sieve it, and then fill up our beds. And we need to do this before it starts raining, because once it starts raining, it's going to be very heavy to handle and difficult to work with the soil. So that's why for the last 3 weeks we've been coming here and chipping in their time so that we meet the deadline of 31st May.
Plan or document the sun's path on this terrace. I wanted to do it also. So this I'm going to say this is in May.
Yeah, then we know when we'll reach in June, July.
Correct. So then from here now, so now this is going like this.
Like this.
So actually the trellis. How nice. No, it's okay. That's all right.
So we're just at the end of the summer season. We are in the monsoon is just arriving, yeah, and we are in the process of getting ready for the monsoon season and growing crops which grow in the monsoon. Now the challenge here is on any rooftop farm, whatever rain falls, you don't want the water to accumulate there. You want the water to drain off. So we are using Amrit Mitti in raised beds to grow our food. During the monsoon, if there is no adequate drainage available here in these beds, then you have a lot of compaction, there will be water accumulated and the roots will rot. Roots of the crops will rot. So as a preparation for monsoon, we redo the beds. We have to make every bed again once a year. What do? We put a lot of fibrous biomass. So in Bombay there's a lot of sugarcane available, which the juice vendor gives off. So that goes in the bottom of the bed. Now this facilitates a lot of aeration as well as drainage of water. Okay, so the crops go healthy. On top of that, we again fill it up with Amrit Mitti and then sow the seed or a sapling of the season.
See, we've done a lot. We've done a lot today. We were very ambitious in what we wanted to do. We haven't been able to achieve it. We'll do it on Sunday. But we prioritized what we had to do. And so I came wanting to do, suppose I wanted to do out of 100, I've done 70.
You all stand like that? Correct. Correct. Auntie, आप रहो वहाँ पे, हाँ.
Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3, say cheese. Okay.
And now all the creepers are covering the trellises. The picture and the farm was green in summer because we had made it a point to transplant saplings regularly and we were maintaining beds, and the farm was green in summer, and if that was not enough, you should see it now.
Oh my gosh! Don't. Look at this. Look at these two beauties. And they were hiding all this time. We didn't even know they were there. See, they're all on their way, no? Small ones here. छोटे हैं, छोटे. अच्छा हो गया.
What we're going to do is we have coordinators who are in charge of certain areas of the farm. Okay, so we will just run through the tasks for today, and then we will prioritize the tasks so that everybody knows what is urgent on the farm.
And today I'll be taking stock. We're having this workshop on microgreens. So I'll be taking stock of the microgreen kits which are lying in the cupboard and how many mushroom trays we have for the workshop.
There is tree repotting, and which 5 needs to be repotted and which trees to cull.
Correct.
That has to be done with him. And bill and number check also need to be.
We'll identify those which have to be reported, and we'll start by 1 or 2, reporting 1 or 2, and we are checking the Ambadi, investigating into its depth.
That actually is in plant health.
That's a plant health, but we'll It is urgent.
It's
yeah.
urgent. Huh.
It's moving. Put it in the soil, no?
So while it's decomposing, it's actually pulling up oxygen from the root, because it's at that is the root zone. So it needs oxygen also to decompose. हवा से ले रहा है लेकिन root से भी rob कर लेता है.
I think moles somewhere are there. But they were very small, which is why I didn't see.
Try and remove all the greens here. I will remove this plant. I will do a little trimming for the stems and the root. यहाँ पे थोड़ा नीचे dry कर लूँगी, थोड़ा wood-ash डालूँगी, and then pot it, repot it again and see whether redder तो थोड़ा अमृत मिट्टी.
Now you put.
Take wait.
Thank you.
You put. Put. We have to be fast. Spread it.
It has reached the base.
That is what, there's no bagasse at the bottom. See, the bagasse at the bottom has all decomposed.
So
So there's no drainage of water happening there.
But
So excess water.
very wet here.
Wet still. It is very wet.
I'll just finish the circle and then go.
I'm going to repot this.
You know what? The thing that was the whole stem was cut. You can see those things. There was nothing on the drumstick. Now it again has these.
It has sprouted, yeah. This part is a little rotting. So that is why the chances of survival seem to be a little less. But let's see. It's a root. It's a stem rot that has started to happen here. See? Here
It has to
is.
be mostly mulch
See,
only, no?
See
Yeah,
the
it's
water
spongy.
here.
Yeah.
See? It has started rotting here. Dal idhar.
what is that? Sorry.
It's like now don't put soil there, huh? And I'm putting wood ash.
It's soothing for the roots. So
It's
that
the medicine.
take the soil shock well.
This is how we have to spread out the roots and then fill
With the
it.
mud?
Huh.
You can put the soil. There is soil down.
Little bit.
उधर से डाल दो. With good thoughts, everyone.
Alright.
If Mumbai can do it, any other city can do it. Because you know, Bombay में जगह बोलो, जगह कम है, पानी का प्रॉब्लम है, many areas में, टाइम का कम करता है, लोगों को इतना ट्रैवल करना पड़ता है, काम पे जा रहे हैं, people, everybody is running all the time. टाइम नहीं है लोगों के पास बॉम्बे में. अगर बॉम्बे में हम ये प्रोजेक्ट्स खड़े करते हैं और इनको सक्सेसफुल बनाते हैं थ्रू कम्युनिटी इनिशिएटिव, जहाँ पे किसी ने पैसा नहीं लगाया है, जहाँ पे किसी ने पैसा दे के ये काम करो, ऐसा हुआ नहीं है. दिस इज अ कम्युनिटी इनिशिएटिव. सो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि सारे हर्डल्स जहाँ पे है वहाँ पे ही हम लोग इसको शुरू करके अगर सक्सेसफुल कर रहे हैं तो हर जगह इसको हम लोग रेप्लिकेट कर ही सकते हैं. तो यही the effort is the objective or effort that goes into this is make it into a replicable model which can be replicated at different levels, from a windowsill to a balcony to a terrace and to an open space. So these are the 4 levels at which it can be replicated, as well as in any other city also. But kitchen gardens are the need of the day. They're fast diminishing.
So this is my, I think this is the second visit during dismantling. So it's a big task because this has been built over the last 2-3 years, and there's that much soil. Then one of our ex-volunteers had donated his terrace soil here. So it's the greenery is fine. It's the trees and the soil that are valuable. Yeah, another couple of, I mean, the deadline was to at least start clearing, and this will take time, so another couple of weeks.
Okay.
That way, that's not a problem because they've given us labor
Okay.
to move it down, so that is helpful, and we're keeping it at a place down below. The Adventure Center has given us a place to keep the trees. It's a concrete area. Like monsoon actually is not a good time to move because it's very heavy. But anyway, they offered us help, so we're taking their help, and 2 weeks. So we're either looking for another place or our donors, whoever is donating to Urban Leaves will probably take trees and whatever. The soil is valuable. It is a lot of work that we've put in, but at the end of all this is temporary. What the volunteers had given us testimonials, and the testimonial is actually the wealth. So each of them has learned so much that each of them can do this somewhere else or contribute to it somewhere else in the city, and that was the purpose of the movement, that it spreads. So yes, you build something and you watch it being dismantled, but then that attachment also, it's all temporary, right? Or whatever's permanent is in the air. They're all temporary.
Yeah.
Here. So, and see also now, life is not always about the good things, right? There's so many ups and downs, and this will also help us take stock. And at the end of the day, in a city, a terrace like in a city like Mumbai, terraces need to be green, but people need to want it too. The city has to wake up and want it too. So maybe as we also have to evolve and try different models. We have one farm now at Bosco, so we are looking at different things, trying to do, because we, just like the plant life evolves to survive, we also have to evolve. It's a process.
Yeah.
So that's why I have come here during the redesign, and it was a very productive farm because it gets a lot of sunlight and the soil is really rich. So, but then when I read what they wrote, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's sad to uproot a plant and wonder whether it will survive and all, but that's life.
अल्टरनेट अरेंजमेंट तो इमीडिएटली कुछ नहीं हो पाया है, बट वी आर ट्राइंग टू फाइंड होम्स फॉर द ट्रीज एंड द प्लांट्स. द सॉइल दैट इतना मेहनत से सबने बनाया है, सॉइल जो है वो हमारे एक दो और कम्युनिटी फार्म है, थोड़ा शिफ्ट करेंगे वहाँ पे. थोड़े हमारे जो वॉलंटियर्स हैं जितने इतनी मेहनत से बनाई है उनको थोड़ा हम गिफ्ट करेंगे इसको. सो दिस इज हाउ वी आर हैंडलिंग इट. इमोशनल बर्डन बहुत होता है क्योंकि हर कोई इसको अपने बेबीज़ की तरह ग्रो करता है. जब हम लोग पहली बार यहाँ आए थे तो पूरा टेरेस, हम जब कोई टेरेस अडॉप्ट करने जाते हैं तो पूरा उसका मतलब वो पूरा कंक्रीट रहता है. इट्स लाइक अ कंक्रीट स्पेस, एंड देन यू आर ड्रीमिंग ऑफ ग्रीनिंग द होल थिंग. dreaming of making it into a food forest, okay, and that had actually happened here. So shifting तो हो जाएगा. What is more important for us, you know, feelings तो होती हैं, emotional burden भी होता है, attachment होती है, but if you have a overall look as a founder, if I have to look at it, then it's more of not only establishing gardens, but it's also empowering people with the knowledge, okay. And it's like they say, don't provide, don't just give fruits or fish, teach them how to fish, you know. So it's like we've taught people how to do the, you know, grow food at home. There's a big community here which today understands, has the knowledge and is empowered with it, okay. So that is our main objective, and as long as we have the power to keep doing that, then if you look at it like that, then it's not such a big deal. Okay, these farms will come and they will go, they'll be, यहाँ आज बंद हो गया, वहाँ शुरू हो गया. Okay, so that is how it will go on.
This is an old stool which he has used. This is a stool which has been recycled and it will be transformed into a plant. You all are aware of everything, right? You know you have been coming and doing all this. We have people from outside today who is going to take record of all this, whatever activities you are doing, so you have to be extra vigilant, careful.
So we started with a group of 40 children from class 8, and at that time this terrace was completely barren. I mean, there was absolutely nothing, and as you can see, there's a landfill that is quite visible. So the very idea that, you know, kitchen waste can be used to grow something was something that sort of excited them, that okay, I mean, that is one thing that is out there and there could be something very different here. So
we are planting onions and garlic in every planter. It acts as a pesticide, keeps away pests. So planting.
Slowly, as the number of planters grew, and they many of them were initially not wanting to touch the idea that is dirty. So soil is like, you know, something in which the plants grow. Now, what is soil? You know, no one knows. I mean, it's like this entity. So when they saw that, okay, there's this compost involved and things degrade, and then there's this sweet smell that comes after a while, and then you can see this one seedling grow, then their entire attitude and perspective slowly started shifting. I wanted students to be able to experience the idea of where does food come from, what is involved in growing plants, and I want it to be a hands-on sustained activity, not just one session, you know, where they come and they plant something and they go back and they forget.
We get to know how a farmer works, and we also value whatever is coming as our product. We enjoy doing this because, like, we also put ourselves in the shoe of a farmer,
And we know actually how the farmers work and we know the value of food.
I believe that learning through any activity is the best kind of learning. Deborah brought to us the concept of terrace farming. And some of our children visited a school in Dadar, and they were very, very impressed. And we have a youth space, and so we said we will take it up. We are always looking for innovative programs where children can be learning and can be happy.